Apple cider vinegar, apple cider vinegar, apple cider vinegar. Everybody keeps talking about apple cider vinegar, and I'm going to refer it as ACV because everybody wants to lose weight and they think apple cider vinegar is going to do every magic for them. So, in that whole rut, one woman during 2020 ate 32 gummies per day of apple cider vinegar, not realizing that each of those gummies had 4 grams of sugar. So she was eating over 120 some grams of sugar per day. So ends up, instead of losing weight, which was being touted on internet, she ended up gaining 18 pounds in that year. And now who's to be blamed? Her. Why? Because the required dose was 2 gummies. Number one, she ate 32 because they are like sugar candies. People just want to munch them up, munch them up. So let me first talk to you about apple cider vinegar. Is it really beneficial? Let me talk to you about the advantages. Why is it one of the most talked about supplement in the entire supplement industry? It must have something, right? And I'm going to tell you what it is. It does have certain disadvantages, and they really affect me because I'm in dental health. So I'll talk about that. I'll give you my opinion how I am using apple cider vinegar or how I would use apple cider vinegar, and then I will let you be the guru of your own wellness, deciding what is the right way to do, what would you do, and if you want to do it or not. So let's get started. So when I say apple cider vinegar, I'm going to refer it to the big bottle. I think the major famous brand is Bragg's. There are several other brands that are very, very good, that are more fresh probably, and you can make that choice. Farmers markets have a lot of apple cider vinegar. It does aid digestion. Without a doubt, there's so many studies, and I can put some links in the bottom where these studies show that it does aid digestion. So in case you had a little extra meal, if you take a spoon of apple cider vinegar, of course, always diluted, and I'm going to come to that, you will see that it does help you. It does help you with bloating. It does help you with digestion. That's a fact. And many, 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 many testimonials across the internet saying that. Now, number two, a big study showed that it does help with people with blood sugar. So, in case you're looking to lower your blood sugar or lower your cholesterol, the LDL, the bad kinds, apple cider vinegar has been shown. There's several testimonies across the internet, and there's so many studies that have been conducted that show that it does have a positive impact on both those scenarios, cholesterol as well as blood sugar. And number three, it does actually help with weight loss. Why? Because once your blood sugar is controlled, your insulin resistance is less, and your feeling of fullness is there because apple cider vinegar does make you feel full. You're eating less, so overall calories in are less. If you actually complement it with some exercise, you do see weight loss over time. It's not a magic pill, but you do see a weight loss. There's so many testimonies that I read. It's unbelievable. So it must be helping a lot of people. Number four, it does have an antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory effect, well known. And I'm not going to go into detail, but yes, that is also, I'm going to put some links to some of these studies of whatever advantages. Let us talk about disadvantages, because wherever there's advantages, there is always some disadvantages. And this disadvantage matters to me a lot. The number one disadvantage is if you're going to take apple cider vinegar, just pour it and just take it in your mouth and chase it with some drink or some water or whatever. Don't. Number one thing, apple cider vinegar is very acidic. The main content is acetic acid. What does acid do? It demineralizes your enamel. So if you're going to get demineralization of your enamel, don't forget, enamel once gone is gone. It's something, there is no treatment to regrow your enamel back. Your own saliva can help, but to some degree, you don't erode it with the acid. And apple cider vinegar is really, really, really acidic. So be careful. If you're going to have apple cider vinegar, always dilute it. And number two, digestive discomfort. Some people, when they take apple cider vinegar, they feel a little nauseatic or they feel a little bad. So again, dilution is the key. without diluting. Do not take it, and absolutely do not take it empty stomach. Empty stomach. A lot of people say, oh, morning they get up, they first thing they do is they take apple cider vinegar with water. Some of those people can digest it, yes, but then there are a lot of testimonies or a lot of people's reviews where they took it empty stomach to lose weight, which is the number one thing they take it for, and keep them full throughout the day. And a lot of people have nausea. So, in case you're one of them, don't. Take it after a meal or before a meal so that you can feel full, and that can actually help you with remaining satiated so that you don't overeat. Now, number three, it could potentially have some medical interaction. For example, apple cider vinegar, it actually lowers your blood sugar. So if in case you are on insulin or you are taking some medications that are related to diuretics or something related to diabetes or blood sugar levels being high, then please consult your physician. Don't just take them. Number four, actually using excessive amount of apple cider vinegar. Now, 1 spoon is fine, but if you're taking 2 or 3, which I don't recommend, and I'm going to come to that, make sure you remain aware that it does have a reduction of potassium levels in the body. So make sure about that. Now, those were the pros and the cons, or the advantages and the disadvantages. Now let's talk about what all kind of gummies, capsules, ACV liquid are available. So normally the ACV liquid is Bragg's and some other brands I told you about. In gummies, there's so many companies, store brands, branded gummies that are available in ACV. And then there are capsules available. Let me tell you the benefits and cons of each of them. So let me first start with the gummies. If you are going to take gummies, they are very easy to eat. They are so good, so good, so good that you want to eat a lot of them. But beware of that, because most gummies, I've yet to see any apple cider gummy yet to see that has no sugar. And maybe there are certain brands, so watch out. In case you only want a gummy, look for a non-sugar gummy. That would be the best thing to do. Now, the other option is capsules. The benefits of capsules is just put it in the mouth, chase it with some water, and you're done. It's convenient, it's tasteless, but remember, the cons are that the mother, which is the most important thing in the apple cider vinegar when you drink the liquid, it's the mother. And the mother is the one responsible for enzymes, responsible for probiotics. There is no mother. There is no mother in the capsules. And the acetic acid, which is in great content, which is also helpful, except for the teeth, to your body as long as you're diluting it, is also very, very low, if there is any, in the capsules. The number 3 choice is the liquids, the big bottles that you get, like Bragg's is the oldest brand, and then there's so many others. I've got one brand in my house called Thompson's, and I bought it from a regular farmer's market. Now, those liquids have to have the mother, and make sure you always dilute. Those liquids you cannot not have without dilution. The mother is responsible for the probiotics and the enzymes, as I said, and I gave you all the advantages. Now, let me tell you my other opinion about the protecting teeth part of it, which is the most important thing for me, actually, and should have been upfront, but I'm giving you now. Number 1, always dilute. Always dilute, always dilute. I put literally 1 spoon in like half a liter of water and drink it, because I am very paranoid about letting my enamel be in harm's way. So if you're going to do the same, at least have 8 ounces of water, if not 16. I rather drink half a spoon with 8 ounces if I'm not thirsty, rather than drinking the whole spoon. So I'm like very paranoid, but you don't have to be that paranoid, especially if you're young. You can always use a straw. When you drink with a straw, the water doesn't touch your enamel or your teeth, and as you're drinking straight in, and it's going all in directly, and you know your stomach is already very acidic, so it won't affect. Always, always, and always rinse your mouth with plain water. always rinse your mouth with plain water. And if you're paranoid like me, add a pinch, like a little pinch of baking soda. It helps to keep your mouth alkaline, so that that acidic effect is gone, because acetic acid can literally demineralize your enamel. And last but not least, make sure, please make sure after drinking apple cider vinegar, do not toothbrush. Do not brush your teeth for at least 30 minutes or even an hour. That is extremely important, because once you have acid in your mouth, and if you brush your teeth, you're going to aid, or you're going to help that enamel removal. So please don't do it. Smile, smile, smile. Be happy, be healthy, and keep smiling, and be the guru of your own wellness. If you want to use the apple cider vinegar, please do, but use it with caution. But whatever you do, this way or that way, I gave you all the reasons. Uh, Whatever you do, just do it mindfully. Just be the guru of your own wellness and do it with care. Adios.